welcome back to another video. This really popped when I saw it. That to me is a monster increase. Again, this book got hot. This book is ready to go higher. So let's jump right into it. We are back today with another statue review from Diamond Select Toys. Without further ado, let's get into the review. What is going on YouTube? This is Lawrence over at Mighty Comics Collectibles and welcome back to another video. Today we're talking DC. I know I don't do a lot of DC stuff here on the channel, but we're going to change some stuff up, start adding more stuff as we go along. What we're doing today is we're talking about the top Silver Age DC comics that I'd be buying right now in this market. But before we get started in the video, guys, like always, I ask you, if you're not a current subscriber of the channel, do me a favor, go ahead and click the subscribe button for me because it really does help the channel out. I want you to tap that like button on the way out and turn on the notification bell because it lets you guys know when I post new videos. With that said, we're talking top Silver Age DC comics, and a lot of DC out there is super undervalued. So we're going to talk about some of the books that I like the most, and we're going to start at number 10. At number 10, I have a copy of Action Comics number 242, the first appearance and origin of Brainiac. Not sure if DC or Warner Brothers plans to use this character going forward in any DC movies. However, this is a pretty big character in comic book lore for DC. And right now, you can go out and get a CGC 3.0 for only $1,350. Not to mention, guys, this is a super scarce DC book. I never really see copies of this book out there, either at a show, never at an LCS. It's really hard to come by. So yes, I definitely pick this one up if you're interested. At number 9 on this list is a copy of Flash number 123, and of course the first appearance and origin of the Golden Age Flash appearing in the Silver Age, and that is a mouthful. Again, a nice Silver Age key that nobody seems to be talking about. I know there's a Flash movie coming up soon, even though Ezra Miller will no longer be associated with the Flash going forward. I don't know if we're going to see an appearance of the Golden Age Flash in that movie. Regardless, you can have a CGC 2.5 for only $740 for this major DC Silver Age Flash key. At number 8 on this list is a copy of Green Lantern number 7, and of course the first appearance and origin of Sinestro. Not a character that a lot of people have been talking about on YouTube or in comic book stores or at comic shows. Again, a super hard book that I don't see too often out there, and you can get a CGC 3.0 for only $491 for a major Green Lantern villain. Now, there is a Green Lantern show coming to HBO Max. I was told by somebody it's going to focus around Guy Gardner, but I'm really not too sure if it's Guy Gardner, Hal Jordan, John Stewart. Not sure if that's been confirmed. Somebody let me know down in the comments so I know. But either way, a nice Silver Age key. At number 7 on this list is a copy of Action Comics number 252 and the first appearance of Supergirl. This book has really taken off over the past year and a half, and right now you can go out and get a CGC 3.5 for only $1,750. To me, that is a steal. I remember when I got my copy maybe about 3 to 4 years ago, I think I probably paid around $600 or $700, and then it ballooned up at a 4.0 for over $2,000. I wish I still had that book, but I sold it way too early. Regardless, this is a book I definitely pick up if you guys are Supergirl fans. At number 6 on this list is a monster key, Brave and the Bold number 28, and of course the first appearance of the Justice League of America. Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, Green Lantern, Flash, and of course Aquaman. And right now, you can go out and get a CGC 3.0 copy of this book for only $2,700 for a major team. I mean, this kind of rivals Avengers 1 with the price point. Avengers 1 might be a little bit more expensive, I think, for more popular characters out there right now in Marvel as opposed to DC. But again, a huge team that nobody seems to be buying this book, and I don't know why. I'm not a fan of the cover, to be honest with you, but that Justice League movie really did this book a disservice, and I think it should be a hell of a lot higher where it is right now. At number 5 on my list is a copy of Detective Comics number 359, and of course the first appearance and origin of Batgirl, Barbara Gordon. This is one of my all-time favorite Silver Age Batman keys. I absolutely love this purple-brown cover, and right now you can go out and get a CGC 4.0 for only $700. Man, this book has definitely taken a dive over the past year. I remember Around this grade, it was going for almost $1,000 maybe about a year and a half ago. Now we're getting this nice drop for a major character. There is a Batgirl show or movie that is going to be coming out relatively soon. From the photos that I've seen, it actually looks pretty comic book accurate. I'm hoping it's going to stay that way. I don't trust Warner's, but regardless, I do think this is a long-term Silver Age key I like to own. At number 4 on this list is a copy of Batman number 181 and the first appearance of Poison Ivy. One of my all-time favorite orange-covered Batman keys as well. Remember about this book, if we're going to buy it, we got to buy it with the pinup included, and it seems a lot of them out there have been removed. But we always want to look for complete and unrestored copies. With that said, you can go out and get a CGC 4.0 for only $692, which is a great deal. I got a raw copy maybe about 3 to 4 months ago from A1 Comics in California. Give them a shout out. What's going on, guys? I think I paid roughly around the same amount of money for probably a little bit of a higher grade, but either way, guys, this is a monster key I think everybody should own right now if you're a DC fan. At number 3 on my list is a super scarce book. It is a copy of Batman number 121 and the first appearance of Mr. Freeze, whose actually name in this book was actually Mr. Zero. Not sure how they went from Mr. Zero to Mr. Freeze, but regardless, this book is so scarce right now, I rarely see copies on eBay. With that said, it's still not that crazy expensive. A CGC 3.0 can be had right now for only $2,160. And I'm betting on the next Batman movie with Robert Pattinson, we're either going to see Mr. Freeze or probably Poison Ivy or someone along those lines. So these DC Batman keys right now I think are super undervalued, especially the Silver Age ones. At number 2 is probably the most expensive book on this list. Is it a copy of Showcase number 4, the first appearance and origin of the new Flash, Barry Allen. And a CGC 2.0 will run you, take a seat guys, this is a whopper, $16,000. That's right, this one is also a super scarce DC key, a book that has really outpriced the market. I'm sure will come down a bit once that Flash movie comes out because I've heard it is terrible from what I'm hearing from out there. But you guys let me know, hopefully when it comes out that is not the case. Now that they've gotten rid of Ezra Miller, I don't know what they plan on doing with the character going forward. But either way, this book is definitely a long-term hold if you guys are interested in spending that kind of cash on a book. And at the top spot, guys, is probably one of my favorite Silver Age keys. I am not a huge Green Lantern fan, but regardless, I think this book is criminally underpriced for what it is. It is a copy of Showcase number 22, the first appearance of Hal Jordan as the Green Lantern. And right now, a CGC 3.0 you can go out there and get for $3,999. I know that seems like a lot of money, but for a major DC character who really they haven't used over the modern era of DC movies, I think that if they do this character right going forward, it's going to be a big one. Forget about the Ryan Reynolds Green Lantern thing that really drove the price down of this book. As soon as they build up to a Hal Jordan Green Lantern, if he ever does show up, this book is going to explode. And I think it's the best investment of the DC keys, Silver Age keys, for right now. With that said, guys, this is my top 10 DC Silver Age keys that I'd be buying right now in this market. Drop me comments down below. Let me know what you think of this list. Did I leave anybody off here of their books in the DC side that you'd rather have on the list? I'm always interested in hearing what you guys have to say. But with that said, guys, this is Lawrence over at Mighty Comics Collectibles saying thank you for watching. Look out for those money books, and I'll talk to you guys soon.